than fire. Oh yo yo, ay ay ay. Oh yo yo.
In this soca, make sure your body is in full shape, so that you could move to the rhythm of the beat. Dancing with this band make you feel like number one. This music I'm playing got good rhythm and background. Soca that you want, with fire make you prance. So when you feel the heat, it's getting hot, it move you on the spot. Hotter than fire, hotter than fire, hotter than fire, hotter than fire. Oh yo yo, ay ay ay. Oh yo yo, ay ay ay. Hotter than fire, hotter than fire, hotter than fire. Hit me, boss.
Centaur, your kind of company.
gente, ¿qué tal? Muy buenos días, muy buenos días. ¿Cómo está mi gente preciosa? ¿Cómo están gozando de este hermoso viernes? Un día más que el Divino Creador nos ha regalado para poder estar con ustedes en este su programa matutino. Es un gusto y un placer poder saludarles. Gracias, mil gracias como siempre a mi gente que ya se va conectando con nosotros, ya listos para escuchar toda la información que le tenemos disponible a ustedes. Buenos días a mi gente que nos sintoniza en Corozal y en las aldeas circunvecinas, toda esa gente preciosa, quienes por supuesto comparten con nosotros diariamente, ustedes quienes forman el distrito de Corozal, esa gente en las áreas rurales, nuestra gente trabajadora, nuestra gente agricultura, los que se encargan de la pesca. ¿Qué tal? Feliz mañana para ustedes. Gracias como siempre por mantener esa fiel sintonía. Y nos movemos aquí en Orange Walk también para saludar a toda mi gente en las aldeas circunvecinas. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo amanecieron el día de hoy? Espero que estén muy bien de antemano. Déjenme desearles feliz fin de semana. Espero que ya tengan sus planes. Bueno, el lunes no es día feriado, fue la semana pasada. No se vayan a confundir porque como que nos gustan esos días feriados y cada vez vamos pidiendo más. Saluditos para ustedes quienes nos acompañan. Muchísimas gracias. También vamos a entregar el saludo para nuestros amigos en San Pedro, la Isla Bonita, en Ciudad Belice. ¿Cómo están? Igualmente en San Ignacio, en Santa Elena, en Belmopan. No van a pensar que me olvidé de ustedes. Más allá del sur de nuestro país, igualmente reciban esos saludos especiales. ¿Qué tal, mi gente? ¿Cómo amanecieron? A ver, platíquenos. ¿Cómo están el día de hoy? Bueno, nosotros un poco afónicos aún, ¿verdad? Y tenemos mucha información que regalarles el día de hoy. Vamos a indicarles qué es lo que va pasando con COVID. Están incrementando los números. A ver qué es lo que nos dijo el ministro de Salud, como también la doctora Melissa Díaz Musa. A ver cómo andamos ahí. Hace tiempos que no hablamos de COVID, relajamiento, pero súper al más del 100%. Así que vamos a ver qué es lo que está pasando por allí. Exactamente, y mucho más en nuestra discusión esta mañana. Pero antes de entregarles este platillo, déjenme darles la bienvenida a otro segmento de su programa número 1, Despierta Belice, la cultura norteña.
Despierta Belice is brought to you by Smart, bringing people together. Lamar's Emporium, where quality is affordable. Shell One Stop, your number one convenience store. Center Cable Network, we bring the world into your home. And Center Fiber Express, high-speed internet service.
Saludos nuevamente para cada uno de ustedes. Gusto y un placer entregarles los buenos días. Muchísimas gracias, mi gente, por estar con nosotros en este precioso día viernes. Celebramos la fecha 4 de agosto. Y hablando de fecha, en estos momentos vamos a pasar adelante con el siguiente segmento de la mañana, en la cual le dedicamos el siguiente tema musical con mucho amor y cariño para ustedes quienes están de plácemes, están tirando la casa por la ventana, están en pañalitos mojados de mantelitos largos. Entonces vamos a ir en estos momentos con ese tema musical, la cual se la dedicamos a la princesita del hogar Alicia García, en progreso de parte de su mami, su daddy y toda la familia. Greetings to the Princess Alicia Garcia. She's celebrating her birthday today. This one coming to you from mom and dad with lots and lots of love. A ver si tengo más saludos de cumpleaños por aquí. Bueno, aparentemente no. Entonces, con eso vamos a ir con ese tema musical. La dedicamos a todos ustedes quienes nacieron el día de hoy, fecha 4 de agosto. Felicidades, las mañanitas para ustedes.
Qué linda está la mañana, hoy que con gusto y placer a felicitarte. El día en que tú naciste, nacieron todas las flores. Y en la pila del bautismo cantaron los ruiseñores. Ya viene amaneciendo, ya la luz del día nos dio. Levántate de mañana, mira que ya amaneció. De las estrellas del cielo quisiera bajarte dos. Una es para saludarte y otra es para decirte adiós. Volaron 4 palomas por toditas las ciudades. Hoy por ser día de tu santo, te deseamos felicidades. Con jazmines y flores, este día voy a adornar. Hoy por ser día de tu santo, te venimos a cantar.
Bueno, un tema musical dedicado para ustedes quienes están de plácemes en este hermoso viernes. Se la dedicamos igualmente para el señor Domingo Abán, de parte de todos sus hijos y esposa, quienes lo quieren muchísimo y le desean toda la felicidad del mundo, como también para la princesita del hogar que está tirando la casa por la ventana el día de hoy, Alicia García. Hasta Progreso, los saludos especiales. Feliz cumpleaños a cada uno de ustedes. Recuerde, disfrute de su onomástico a lo máximo al lado de sus seres queridos, amigos y esas personas muy especiales. No se olvide que nada más cumplimos año una vez al año y disfrutarlo, gozarlo, no hace daño. Y yo espero que hoy usted reciba muchos besos, muchos abrazos, muchos halagos. Bueno, que usted coma rico pastel, su comida favorita, muchos regalos si es posible, pero lo más importante, bendiciones por parte del Divino Creador. Goce de su cumpleaños vigente, que usted se lo merece. Pasamos adelante con el siguiente segmento, ya con las mañanitas entregado a ustedes. Vamos a ir con el siguiente tema, que es el reporte del tiempo. Bueno, Ana Marta nos pide saludos a la sobrina Shirley, que está de cumpleaños hoy. Se le pegó la sábana sobre doña Marta. ¿Qué pasó? Dice tu tía Shirley que te quiere muchísimo y te desea todo lo mejor y que pases feliz cumpleaños. Bueno, servida doña Marta. Ahora sí, vamos a ver qué es lo que nos tiene preparado el tiempo para el día de hoy, y para eso nos vamos conectando con nuestros amigos ahí en el servicio meteorológico de nuestro país. It is 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. The General Weather Forecast is up next. The general weather forecast for today, August 4th, indicates that weather conditions are expected to become less moist and unstable. The 24-hour forecast calls for sunny skies with cloudy spells today. We're also looking at a few showers, periods of rain, and isolated thunderstorms to occur mainly along the coast and over central areas this morning, decreasing by this afternoon. Tonight will be partly cloudy with isolated showers or thunderstorms. Let's look at the marine conditions. Winds blowing east at 5 to 15 knots. Sea state is choppy. If we look at the extended forecast for tomorrow, Saturday, it's for mainly fair weather with only isolated showers developing. Let's cross over and take a look at the temperatures for today. Highs, the coast 89 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Celsius. Inland 95 degrees Fahrenheit and 35 degrees Celsius. The hills 81 degrees Fahrenheit and 27 degrees Celsius. Low temperatures for tonight, the coast 83 degrees Fahrenheit, 28 degrees Celsius. Inland 74 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 degrees Celsius, and the hills 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius. The tides. Low tide expected at 5:35 this morning and also at 6:37 tonight. High tides, we're looking at the high tides at 11:49 this morning and also at 12:33 tomorrow morning. Sunrise this morning was at 5:32, sunset this evening at 6:24. Moonrise at 9:05 and moonset at 8:24. El reporte del tiempo para el día de hoy nos indica lo siguiente. Tendremos condiciones relativamente húmedas e inestables a través del país. En las próximas 24 horas estaremos experimentando cielos soleados, como también parcialmente nublados, chubascos, periodos de lluvia, tronadas aisladas, desarrollándose a lo largo de las áreas costeras y las áreas centrales esta mañana. Eso es lo que se espera. Pero luego ya mejoramiento en el tiempo esta tarde. Esta noche, cielos parcialmente nublados con chubascos y tronadas. Los vientos soplan del este de 5 a 15 nudos. Estado del mar es agitado. Pronóstico avanzado para el sábado. Durante el transcurso del día y por la noche es para condiciones similares. Así que vamos viendo mejoramiento en el tiempo, mi gente. Las temperaturas altas, la costa 89 grados Fahrenheit, 32 grados Celsius. Interior 95 grados Fahrenheit, 35 grados Celsius y en las montañas 81 grados Fahrenheit, 27 grados Celsius. Temperaturas bajas, la costa 83 grados Fahrenheit, 28 grados Celsius. Interior 74 grados Fahrenheit, 23 grados Celsius. Y en la montaña 68 grados Fahrenheit, 20 grados Celsius. Mareas bajas a las 5:35 minutos esta mañana y a las 6:37 minutos esta noche. Las altas a las 11:49 minutos esta mañana y a las 12:33 minutos mañana por la madrugada. La salida del sol esta mañana o a las 5:32 minutos. Puesta del sol esta tarde, 6:24 minutos. Salida de la luna a las 9:05 minutos y la puesta de la luna a las 8:28 minutos. Ahí está el reporte del tiempo para el día de hoy, cortesía del Servicio Meteorológico de nuestro país y esta empresa. The General Weather Forecast brought to you by the Belize National Meteorological Service and Center. Bueno, mi gente, ya escucharon el reporte del tiempo para el día de hoy. No se olvide que a través del 106.7 de tu radio Fiesta FM, usted también puede mantenerse informado sobre los cambios en las condiciones de clima en nuestro país. Ahí la lectura con nuestros colegas locutores. 7:22 minutos. Buenos días, buenos días, buenos días. Hoy es un precioso viernes, está nublado, pero aparentemente va a mejorar el tiempo para el fin de semana. Changuitos, para esas personas quienes quieran, viajar o ya tienen planes. Y lo último que quieren es que el clima esté así, ¿verdad? Nublado con chubascos. Entonces, a ver, ojalá que se componga el clima para que usted pueda tener un excelente fin de semana. Y si no, bueno, tomamos la oportunidad para quedarnos en casita, relajarnos, ver películas, estar entre familia. Se puede hacer mucho, ¿verdad? No importa las condiciones del clima. Me voy con los saludos para mi gente que nos acompaña. Doña Rosa Lanza, buenos días, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo amaneció el día de hoy? Bueno, también saludamos a don Rudy Quemella, su preciosa madrecita, doña Mary, ¿qué tal? Feliz mañana para ustedes. Doña Mireya Sankar, ¿qué tal? Feliz mañana. Doña Mariel Santoya, se les saluda con mucho cariño. Buenos días, doña Dalia García, ¿qué tal? Doña Berta, bendiciones para usted también. Doña Concepción Martínez, buenos días, ¿cómo se encuentra? Doña Concepción, espero que esté muy bien. Doña Mireya Zanca, bueno, ¿por qué la carita triste allí? Hombre, no me gusta ver a mi gente triste. Doña Ola Emilian, feliz mañana, gracias por todos los corazoncitos. Feliz viernesito, eso es viernes y el cuerpo lo sabe. Bueno, feliz mañana también para nuestro buen amigo James y seguir allí en Corozal. Have a wonderful weekend also, James, and stay safe also. También saludamos a Loren Canul, buen día. Rodolfo Vázquez, ¿qué tal? Doña María Cauich, buenos días. Y por supuesto, doña Marta Novelo, feliz mañana para usted. Doña Victoria Cobb, buen día. Edith Q, ¿qué tal? Feliz mañana. Celina Herrera, se le saluda con mucho cariño. Mati Salazar dice, salúdame a mi sobrino Marincito, que está de cumpleaños hoy, de parte de su tía Mati, su tío Daniel, quienes lo quieren mucho. Happy birthday. Bueno, saludos a mi gente allí en México, ¿verdad? Buen día para ustedes, quienes nos acompañan, toda nuestra gente a lo largo de la ribera del Río Hondo. Buen día. Dice por aquí, amaneció con lluvia, ahora salió el sol y hace calor. ¿Qué clima? Bueno, sí, así es. Así está el clima. Doña Edith cambia de la noche a la mañana y fíjese que eso es lo que nos enferma, ¿verdad? Nos deja tóxicos. Sí, nos pega la gripe y luego la tos y luego que la garganta y luego que la calentura, etcétera, etcétera. Esos son las consecuencias de los cambios del clima que vamos experimentando estos días. Hay que cuidarse muchísimo, tomar nuestras vitaminas, tomar mucho jugo, mucha agua. No se olvide que es importante porque con estos cambios, bueno, el cuerpo ya no sabe ni qué quiere, ¿verdad? En un rato hace calor, nos tomamos el agua helada y luego ya cuando empieza el frío a tomar el café o el té, y ahí es en donde ya el cuerpo empieza a sentir estos efectos de estos cambios. Hay que cuidarnos mucho. Bueno, con el saludo entregado, vamos a ver qué es lo que va pasando a través de nuestro lindo país, Belice. Bueno, mi gente, no sé si usted había escuchado que algunas personas estaban hablando que los números de COVID estaban incrementando, los números de pacientes. Bueno, ayer los medios de comunicación se encargaron de hablar con la doctora Melissa Díaz Musa, quien es la directora de servicios de salud bajo el Ministerio de Salud. También nosotros tuvimos la oportunidad de hablar con el ministro de Salud, el honorable Kevin Bernard. Él estaba en el campamento de verano del honorable John Briceño en su ausencia del honorable primer ministro, ya que se encuentra haciendo su trabajo como líder de nuestro gobierno fuera del país. Bueno, él fue representado ayer en ese campamento de verano por el honorable Kevin Bernard, y ahí le preguntamos sobre esta situación en donde se va escuchando que los números de COVID van incrementando. Bueno, él dice, juntamente con la doctora Melissa Díaz Musa, que si comparamos los números que se van viendo en mayo, junio y julio, bueno, sí se ha visto un incremento en los números de casos de COVID, pero no de una manera alarmante, ¿verdad? No hay nada por qué alarmarnos, no hay por qué empezar a pensar que ya vamos a regresar a lo mismo, etcétera, etcétera. No es de una manera alarmante. que estamos viendo este incremento. Sin embargo, el Ministerio de Salud continúa monitoreando esta situación. No se está viendo la necesidad de hospitalización tampoco, ¿verdad? Entonces, por eso es que el Ministerio de Salud dice, no hay por qué alarmarnos al ver el incremento de estos números. No es en números significantes que vamos viendo. Mucha gente ya está socializando, estamos profundamente relajados. Entonces, esto va a ver que los números vayan incrementando debido a que COVID permanece en el país. Recuerde que COVID no ha desaparecido. Lo que estamos viendo es lo que es Omicron. Este es el virus que continúa, por supuesto, infectando a personas aquí en el país de Belice como a través del mundo. No solamente aquí en el país de Belice donde hemos visto el incremento de números, sino que también es algo que está sucediendo en otros países en nuestra región. Sin embargo, esos números no son alarmantes, ¿ok? Entonces no hay nada por qué preocuparse, pero sí se le pide que si usted tiene los síntomas y no se ha ido a chequear, no ha ido al hospital a tomar un examen para indicarle si es COVID o no, que se mantenga el cuidado. Especialmente hay que recordarnos de esas personas quienes son vulnerables, aquellas personas quienes sufren de diabetes, cáncer, tienen fallo renal, algún problema respiratorio, nuestra gente de edad también, hay que estar conscientes de ellos. El proceso de vacunación continúa, es lento, pero si usted no se ha vacunado, aún tiene la oportunidad de hacer esto, porque ya el Ministerio de Salud continúa con ese proceso. Puede visitar el hospital y decir que usted quiere vacunarse y ahí están dispuestos a ponerle esa vacuna. 7 de la mañana con 30 minutos. Me voy a ir a la primera pausa de la mañana y a regresar. Vamos a continuar con nuestra discusión. Tenemos mucha tela que cortar, así que vamos a esa pausa y ya regresamos con más de su programa Despierta Belice, la cultura norteña. No le cambie.
When we were elected in 2021, we were determined to work hard for the benefit of the people. In just 2.5 years, we have accomplished a lot. Amongst many of our accomplishments, we are proud to say that we have acquired the most vehicles and machinery ever acquired by any council in just a short time. Under the leadership of Mayor Ladrick Shepherd, your Orange Rock Town Council has acquired a grader, a backhoe, a garbage compactor truck, a water truck, 2 brand new utility Kias, and a brand new patrol pickup for the traffic department. With this equipment, we're able to do a lot more. We remain committed to continue working together because only together progress continues.
I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was real. Something that they could see and touch.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist. We created an ecological disaster.
Ellie Sattler.
Alan Grant.
You didn't come out all this way just to catch up now, did you?
You coming or what?
That's another plane, right?
Not exactly.
Don't move.
If you're lucky, no matter what life hands you, you can always count on your closest friends to be there.
Oh, thank you. My purse was exhausted.
We are all blissfully unaware when our lives are about to change.
Life is full of surprises.
I'm ready to lose my virginity.
Excuse me?
I got the list.
What list? There's a whole brouhaha at school about this MILF list.
For real?
Our lunchtime fodder is not usually this lowbrow, I swear.
Really? Who have you been eating with?
It's a big step up for Che and me.
I've been having exit out of grief sex. It's just sex.
The world has changed since you've been out there. Men have feelings too.
Life's too short not to try something new. And just like that, I realized some things are better left in the past. But maybe not everything.
Some moments are worth the journey. We'll help get the most out of every mile. Chase down your passion. Never halfway. Hankook Tire.
You're up against some tough challenges. But not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now. Introducing Ridgeline lubricants. A homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline lubricants. Long live your equipment.
Stay hydrated, stay healthy. 100% natural juice. No added sugars, no preservatives. Big H, the juice of Belize.
Sign up for Smart Share Plan and save big. Whether you're a small entrepreneur starting up your business, a student on a limited budget, or a family trying to save, this is the plan for you. With unlimited SMS, calls, and data, we help you save. Get up to 5 lines for as low as $30 per line monthly, only with Smart. Sign up today at any Smart showroom or sales manager countrywide. So get your business going, share more memories with friends, and be ready for the day with Smart.
I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was real. Something that they could see and touch.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist. We created an ecological disaster.
Ellie Sattler.
Alan Grant.
You didn't come out all this way just to catch up now, did you?
You coming or what?
That's another plane, right?
Not exactly.
Don't move.
Stay hydrated, stay healthy. 100% natural juice. No added sugars, no preservatives. Big H, the juice of Belize.
Rock to the bone? Need some extra cash for hold you over until your next payday? Tropic Cash got your back. If you're a customer at Tropic Gas, it's even easier to get. Never shopped at Tropic Gas before? No worries. All you need is one social security ID, driver's license or passport, your job letter or pay slip, proof of where you live, and one utility bill 1 month old, plus one lead note from 3 people who know you. Don't worry, if the only $300 you need right now, Tropic Cash got your back. Mickey's Honda Tropic Gas store for find out more. Tropic Cash, money within reach.
Sign up for Smart's Share Plan and save big. Whether you're a small entrepreneur starting up your business, a student on a limited budget, or a family trying to save, this is the plan for you. With unlimited SMS, calls, and data, we help you save. Get up to 5 lines for as low as $30 per line monthly, only with Smart. Sign up today at any Smart showroom or sales manager countrywide. So get your business going, share more memories with friends, and be ready for the day with Smart.
Me encuentro recluida porque fui acusada de inhumación, exhumación de cadáveres, profanación de cadáveres y homicidio de 13 personas.
Ellos decían que era santería, nosotros decíamos que era satanería.
Yo nunca me imaginé que a mí me iban a aventar todo lo de Adolfo.
Quien jefaturaba y quien ordenaba y quien tenía el poder y el peso de decisión pues era Sara.
When we were elected in 2021, we were determined to work hard for the benefit of the people. In just 2.5 years, we have accomplished a lot. Amongst many of our accomplishments, we are proud to say that we have acquired the most vehicles and machinery ever acquired by any council in just a short time. Under the leadership of Mayor Ladrick Shepherd, your Orange Rocktown Council has acquired a grader, a backhoe, a garbage compactor truck, a water truck, 2 brand new utility Kias, and a brand new patrol pickup for the traffic department. With this equipment, we're able to do a lot more. We remain committed to continue working together because only together progress continues.
We are back with more of Despierta Belice, La Cultura Norteña. It's a beautiful Friday morning. We are celebrating the 4th of August. And for this segment, we are going to be having a one-on-one with Edmar Pat, Youth Empowerment Coordinator 1 at the Department of Youth Services. Así que vamos a estar platicando con Edmar Pat, quien labora en el Departamento de Jóvenes, por supuesto. Y estaremos hablando sobre International Youth Day. Se celebra el 12 de agosto. We're going to be talking about International Youth Day, celebrated the 12th of August, and a number of activities are being scheduled for that day. But first of all, Edmer, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, man.
All right. You have that youth energy, right? All right. Let's talk about International Youth Day. What do we celebrate? Take us back to history. When did we start celebrating this day?
Well, like every year we celebrate this day. It's to commemorate all youths from the entire world, and just to showcase them that apart from from we trying to assist you, there is a day especially for you guys, right? It's a day so as for us to honor youths who have been working towards the development of our country, as our world, and the different things, right? Because we have youth initiative in the entire world. It's not only Belize. We have different arms. But I speaking about worldwide arms, right? For example, there are arms like in Africa, we have in Brazil, but there are different arms that are working towards the development. For example, in the Go Green skills, in different aspects of the youth development, and so we're trying to promote this in Belize as well, no?
Of course, and just to give you a bit of a history about International Youth Day, which, as we've mentioned, it's celebrated the 12th of August. According to information on the 17th December 1999, in its resolution 54 to 120, the United Nations General Assembly endorsed the recommendation made by the World Conference of Ministers responsible for youth. This was in Lisbon from the 8th to the 12th of August. And the resolution was that the 12th of August be declared International Youth Day. And that's where we celebrate all the work that our younger generation carry out. And since then, how would you say we have been evolving here in Belize with different policies for our younger generation? How has that been?
Well, if I can speak a little bit, I remember that in the past, we never used to have like in a certain way, for example, like different arms like youth council, youth group. Well, youth groups, they were always there, but they wanted to see a ministry or department or a stakeholder that that can be there for them, and then now we as a department are trying to be there. For an example of that is for us creating some institutions for some of the young persons that are in school, because we did a survey last year, and some of the petitions that they were requesting is that especially for the ones who are not studying, they want to run a trade. So now the department is focusing, like this year we have a next graduate an amount of, I think, of 200 or 150 youths that graduated from the National Training Institute. So it's some of the factors and institutions that we are adding towards that improvement of this youth development, right? And year as year go, we're trying to increase our budget so as for us to have more programs and more institutions and more other things that can help us towards sports. Because again, I believe that sports, we need to put a little bit more into sports, for make it be, like more professional and being involved again, because so sadly money again, so we can, create more jobs again, because the whole thing is about creating jobs, and it's good if because also a sector in this is that we have an entrepreneurship unit in which this unit and are every month having meeting with different stakeholders in our community, in Orange Walk. I believe they're doing that right now, because we are going to have I think a number of youths who will be coming to this expo to promote their businesses. I can speak about barbering, I can speak about cake decorating, because we have passed some trainings right now. As we speak, I think an amount of 76 youths graduated or finished a program, a 1-month program, just last week, of cake and barbering.
Right. But if we go back a bit to the entity that you represent, I would like to ask about, I know you spoke about sports, but some of the programs that are made available for our youth of today. We know that not all of them have an opportunity to further their education, but they're always looking for an opportunity to better themselves off in other areas. Talk to us about some of those programs available under the organization that you represent, of course, which is the Department of Youth Services.
Yes. One of the programs, again, like how I was telling you, is the National Training Institute. It's an online program. This program aims to equip the young person, with like how we were speaking about, about this year team, green skills for youth. We wanted to encompass or to put in the youths some knowledge, some knowledge about the world, about green, about how we can work and how you can make things happen. Like for example, you can develop a skill, a scenario that I can put is a reality right now. Like for example, if an individual wants to learn about music, he's there, he's writing, letters and everything, but then he needs that assistance, to go in the studio, for them to get them the background information on music and all those things. Now there is a reality. We have a music studio in our department, right? So we are working towards that, but but we need a little bit more time, you understand? But I bet and I believe that that little bit by little bit we will go there, because if I can speak again, a next reality in the future, hopefully Revanage is a program that we are trying to create. It's for youths who will be directly working with agriculture. So they will be working with ponds, fishing ponds, and agriculture, planting, and I can believe we can also jump into the mahogany planting and all of those, because it's money for the future, right? So if we can get, I believe, 100 trees of mahogany, you as a youth right now, you can plant it, and then in the next 30 years you will still be in some way young, but then you will have a son who he will be young and he will fruit from that job that you did, or that investment that you did. So it's something that we are trying to work towards that, no?
Right, but apart from that also, we do know that there are several organizations that are led by our youth that are looking for changes when it comes to policies and legislations. Where do we find ourselves when it comes to that? Is that something that the Department of Youth Services follows also and pushes for under the Ministry of Youth?
Some of the organizations or institutions that work with us, one of them is UNICEF. They are a very, very vital arm, with us, because they are a partner, and they're like a partner with us. All programs that we do, they are there with us. Also, if I can speak here on Orange Rock, I can speak about BFLA, Belize Family Life Association. They're always with us. Thanks to Mr. Osorio as well. He's right there with us, trying to give a session. For example, like these past days, he was with us. And here again, we can be thanking our Town Council, because we'll be using the stadium and different other aspects we will be using. Again, Love FM again. Niche, because those are our institutional organizations that are always with us, in one way or the other. They are trying to see how we can better, the youths in Orange Rock and Belize as a whole, no? That's why we did our max to try bring the International Youth Day in Orange Rock, and right now we're going to have that in Orange Rock. It's going to be the 12th of August, right?
All right, yes, and talking about that, it's going to be the Northern Youth Fest.
Yes.
It's going to take place at the People's Stadium, and that's going to be August 12th.
Perfect.
Let's get into that. Where did this idea come from, and what does it entail? What is it all about?
Well, the idea is to try promote Orange Rock and Orange Rock District as a whole, because we want for Orange Rock to boom. Many years we wanted, I believe all of us dream for make we have our Prime Minister from Orange Rock. So it's a reality now. So it's time for Orange Rock to shine, right? Not saying that we want everything to get invested in Orange Rock, no, but it's just it's Orange Rock time now. So it's time for us to promote it. So thank God we work the best to bring that International Youth Day in Orange Rock, and it's going to happen in Orange Rock, like how I am saying to you. So now Orange Rock District as a whole has this opportunity to view this event, because during the past years, all of these events used to happen in Belize, Benopan, and all of those areas.
Okay.
But then now it's in Orange Rock, so it's good.
Right.
It's wonderful. So we can view like, for example, we're going to be having our finals of the Rising Star competition, and Orange Rock District and has a representative, which is Mr. Luis Villanueva. He's a guy from San Pablo. He won the audition on the date that we had here in Orange Rock. So congratulations, Mr. Villanueva, for winning for Orange Rock. He will be representing Orange Rock. So like how I was telling you, we will be having basketball competitions, and football, business expo, musical performances, for football games. And one of the best is the Rising Star Finals, in which all youths who will be representing their different districts will be coming here, so as for them to see who will be the best, right? And the grand prize right there, I think, is $5,000, no?
All right, so that's going to be August 12th. But if you would like, you're talking about a business expo. So if you would like to participate in the Business Expo, who do you get in contact with?
You can dial our number, our office number, 302-0051, and you can book your space one time. Everything is going to be for free. We are going to be having a bus departing San Felipe, coming down all the villages, Agasparin, San Lazaro, Trinidad, all the villages are around that road leading to here to Orange Walk. And we're going to also be having a next bus moving from Douglas and San Juan, San Pablo, San Luis, San Roman, and here in Orange Walk again. So it's something that we want to promote big, and we would want for the youth of Orange Walk district to take this opportunity to view what is International Youth Day, no?
Right. So we expect youth from all over the country to be here in Orange Walk come August 12th.
Definitely, because we're going to be having, I think, 1 or 2 buses from each district coming to Orange Walk. So it's going to be something big. It's going to be something, huge. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if I have the right to say, and because I'm not sure, the band, I think, is TLC band. Okay. If I'm wrong, please correct me, no? But I believe we can give the opportunity to our Orange Walkenians again, no? So it's good, no?
All right. Yes, because we see musical performances here, but it doesn't say.
Yes. But then because they had not finalized it. But I believe if I can go ahead, I think I can say that, no.
Right.
All right.
What time will the Rising Star final take place? Because I think that will be the highlight of the Youth Fest.
The highlight is going to be the Rising Star. Yes, the Rising Star. We are going to start with a parade. I believe from the park we are to the to the People's Stadium. Then right there we're gonna have I believe a short ceremony. Then we are gonna start with our Rising Star in the morning. I believe from 10 to 1, 2, and then in the afternoon we are gonna have the different sports activities, and happening, no.
Okay. All right. So the Rising Star competition takes place early then.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be a little bit into the night, but I do realize that some of the youths have to get back home.
Definitely. Yes.
So it's the Northern Youth Fest, People's Stadium. That's going to be the place to be August 12th from 10 in the morning. There will be under 19 football and basketball competition, males and females. The rally, the Rising Star final, Business Expo, and musical performances throughout the day. And this is all in celebration of International Youth Day, which falls on a Saturday. So it's going to be great. It's going to be huge. And this year is being celebrated under the theme Green Skills for Youth Towards a Sustainable World. That's the theme for this year. All right. Well, Edmar, anything else you would like to add before closing off this segment?
Well, I would, I would want to thank God and this radio station for, it's always said before, but then I would say it on the last one, I would like to thank all of you guys here again, listeners, thank Belize, thank the world, thank everybody, International Youth Day, make we try to look for that, again, villagers from all of those villages from San Felipe down to Orange Walk. You can call our number, 302-0051, free transportation. The youth from Douglas, San Juan, San Pablo, San Luis, San Roman, Chalfarm, you can also call our number is 302-0051. If you are a youth that and you have a small business that you want to promote, this is the time you can promote it, for this and Expo Day, 12th of August. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Edmer, for coming over to promote the Northern Youth Fest. It's going to be at the People's Stadium, August 12th. Under 19 football and basketball competition, males and females, the rally, Rising Star final, Business Expo, and musical performances. So come out and support our participant for the Rising Star finals, and we wish him the best of luck. Thank you so much, Edmer, for coming in. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we continue with more of Despierta Belice. Tenemos más de su programa Despierta Belice al regresar.
were elected in 2021, we were determined to work hard for the benefit of the people. In just 2.5 years, we have accomplished a lot. Amongst many of our accomplishments, we are proud to say that we have acquired the most vehicles and machinery ever acquired by any council in just a short time. Under the leadership of Mayor Ladrick Shepherd, your Orange Rock Town Council has acquired a grader, a backhoe, a garbage compactor truck, a water truck, 2 brand new utility Kias, and a brand new patrol pickup for the traffic department. With this equipment, we're able to do a lot more. We remain committed to continue working together because only together progress continues.
I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was real. Something that they could see and touch.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist. We created an ecological disaster.
Ellie Sattler.
Alan Grant.
You didn't come out all this way just to catch up now, did you?
You coming or what?
That's another plane, right?
Not exactly.
Don't move.
If you're lucky, no matter what life hands you, you can always count on your closest friends to be there.
Oh, thank you. My purse was exhausted.
We are all blissfully unaware when our lives are about to change.
Life is full of surprises.
I'm ready to lose my virginity.
Excuse me?
I got the list.
What list?
There's a whole brouhaha at school about this MILF list.
For real?
Our lunchtime fodder is not usually this lowbrow, I swear.
Really? Who have you been eating with?
It's a big step up for Che and me.
I've been having exit out of grief sex. It's just sex.
The world has changed since you've been out there. Men have feelings too.
Life's too short not to try something new.
And just like that, I realized some things are better left in the past. But maybe not everything.
Some moments are worth the journey. We'll help get the most out of every mile. Chase down your passion. Never halfway. Hankook Tire.
You're up against some tough challenges, but not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now, introducing Ridgeline lubricants, a homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
Stay hydrated, stay healthy. 100% natural juice. No added sugars, no preservatives. Big H, the juice of Belize.
Sign up for Smart Share Plan and save big. Whether you're a small entrepreneur starting up your business, a student on a limited budget, or a family trying to save, this is the plan for you. With unlimited SMS, calls, and data, we help you save. Get up to 5 lines for as low as $30 per line monthly, only with Smart. Sign up today at any Smart showroom or sales manager countrywide. So get your business going, share more memories with friends, and be ready for the day with Smart.
Rock to the bone? Need some extra cash for hold you over until your next payday? Tropic Cash got your back. If you're not a customer at Tropic Gas, it's even easier to forget. Never shopped at Tropic Gas before? No worries. All you need is one social security ID, driver's license or passport, your job letter or pay slip, proof of where you live, and one utility bill 1 month old, plus one lead note from 3 people when know you. Don't worry, if the only $300 you need right now, Tropic Cash got your back. Mickey's Honda Tropic Gas store for find out more. Tropic Cash, money within reach.
Sign up for Smart Share Plan and save big. Whether you're a small entrepreneur starting up your business, a student on a limited budget, or a family trying to save, this is the plan for you. With unlimited SMS, calls, and data, we help you save. Get up to 5 lines for as low as $30 per line monthly, only with Smart. Sign up today at any Smart showroom or sales manager countrywide. So get your business going, share more memories with friends, and be ready for the day with Smart.
Me encuentro recluida porque fui acusada de inhumación, exhumación de cadáveres, profanación de cadáveres y homicidio de 13 personas.
Ellos decían que era santería, nosotros decíamos que era satanería.
Yo nunca me imaginé que a mí me iban a aventar todo lo de Adolfo.
Quien jefaturaba y quien ordenaba y quien tenía el poder y el peso de decisión pues era Sara.
When we were elected in 2021, we were determined to work hard for the benefit of the people. In just 2.5 years, we have accomplished a lot. Amongst many of our accomplishments, We are proud to say that we have acquired the most vehicles and machinery ever acquired by any council in just a short time. Under the leadership of Mayor Ladrick Shepherd, your Orange Walk Town Council has acquired a grader, a backhoe, a garbage compactor truck, a water truck, 2 brand new utility Kias, and a brand new patrol pickup for the traffic department. With this equipment, we're able to do a lot more. We remain committed to continue working together because only together progress continues.
Back with more of Despierta Belice, La Cultura Norteña, 14 minutes after 8 o'clock. If you are just joining us, thank you so much for being in tune on this beautiful Friday morning. For this segment, we are going to be having a conversation with Senior Transport Officer Edwin Hill at the Municipal Transport Department and Aziel Ku, developer and owner of Vistra. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias, Ms. Carmen.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Carmen. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. All right, we're going to start off our conversation with Edwin, of course, and we're going to be talking about traffic rules, regulations, and violations, which we basically commit on a daily basis. And of course, then we move on to Aziel, who is going to tell us about an artificial intelligence. It's like a robot or something like that. You're going to explain to us that you developed, which will assist the municipal transport department, and we'll get to know about that in a few. But let's start off with the transport officer. Parking, contrary to traffic, we see a lot of that happening and taking place. So let's start off with that here in Orange Walk Town.
Yes, Ms. Carmen. Good morning, everyone, our radio listeners, our TV viewers. Thank you, Ms. Carmen, for giving us the opportunity to be here once more to educate our community about what is it that the department is doing for us to have a safer Orange Walk and a better free flow of traffic for the Orange Kenyans, right, as well as pedestrians. One of the main offenses that has been there a long time ago is that of parking contrary to traffic. People would say that, but I park on the side, right? How they would take it, but there's a lot to it than we may think that, hey, we are just parking on the other side of the road. So people get ticketed for that offense, Ms. Kame, and some of them would go to the office and dispute that ticket, right? So just to have a better clarity as to why is it affecting our driving habitual practices, and how is it placed in law, and why is it in law, and how does it affect, right? So I share the regulation of the law, of the chapter of the law. It says here, right, and I will read it out. Regulation 114, Section 1A states that he shall at all times keep the vehicle on the right side of the road unless prevented by some sufficient cause, right? As you can see there, Section A states, he shall at all times keep the vehicle on the right side of the road unless prevented by sufficient cause, right? So now, Ms. Carmen, there's a key phrase there, right? Prevented by some sufficient cause. Now, people may tend to want to take that their own way, right? So a sufficient cause Not because there's a pothole on the right-hand side of the road gives
That's a
you...
sufficient cause.
Hay un hoyo donde yo voy a parquear, yo no quiero parquear mi vehículo en ese hoyo, yo voy a parquear en el otro lado del camino. That is not a sufficient cause, right? So, I would share to you guys what probably, you may be confusing as a sufficient cause. Because we have had persons that go to the office and would say, you know what, pues, estaba lleno ese lado, so yo voy a parquear en el otro lado. That is not a sufficient cause, right? When we are doing road works and you are directed to travel or to go contrary to traffic or to even park contrary to traffic, that would be indicated by the proper authorities, which is us, the police or national transport. Reason of any traffic accident, you may be approaching a traffic scene, an accident scene, whereby the officer will direct to you, you need to travel contrary to traffic or you need to park contrary to traffic for any given reason, right? So that would be a sufficient cause. Also, Ms. Carmen, we have parades, we have events. So many of times you would see officers there directing traffic, forcing traffic to go different directions, causing you to travel or even to park contrary to traffic for any given reason, right? Justified by any of these, right? Parade, events, and even funeral escorts. This is one thing that we do for our community when they are grieving. We assist, and it's a free of cost, by the way. When someone's relative dies, we go and we do that escort for free. So we would be there out there directing people how to move around this sort of event, no? So let's not get confused out there and say, you know what, pues había lodo de ese lado y acababa de lavar mi vehículo, so el otro lado está más limpio, or stuff like that, right? Also, Ms. Carmen, I would like to share that it affects, apart from that, it says unless prevented by sufficient cause, right? So I shared some of the sufficient cause that can be acceptable,
right?
As for you to park or to drive in such a manner. How does it affect otherwise, right? If you are driving on the right-hand side of the road, Ms. Carmen, and you would like to park contrary to traffic, that is you traveling contrary to traffic. For you to have parked contrary to traffic, you would have traveled contrary to traffic. For example, not to mention or call any names, but when traveling from our Trobenke Road from the hospital going towards Orange Walk, we have drivers that may want to tend to go and buy the nice and delicious meat pie. Right?
Yes.
It's very nice and it's very delicious, I know. But there are ways on how we go about doing this, right?
Right.
So if we are coming from the hospital and we're going to make a left turn, we are crossing someone's lane. That by doing that, you are already traveling contrary to traffic.
Because we want to park in front of the establishment. Right? That's where we want to park.
Yes, Ms.
Not to have to walk across the highway.
We do not want to walk. We do not want to do that little bit of walking for our exercise, right? So we're gonna drive contrary to traffic, and then we're gonna park contrary to traffic, right?
That's a no-no.
That's a no-no.
Okay.
If an accident should happen on that side of the lane, you would definitely be at fault.
Right.
And you would say, propose them a signal.
Right.
Right? You put your signal, that does not give you the right. You put on your hazard, that doesn't give you the right to do so. If a collision accident may happen, you would be at fault because you're crossing someone's lane. Right? With that said, now the driver has already parked contrary to traffic. Any other vehicle that comes can park in front of him. It's parked the same distance, the same width, the same length probably. But this other driver is he is with the flow of traffic. Now, yesterday there was an incident, almost an incident by Dickerson there. It happened to me personally, whereby I was driving from Cinderella Street up to the stoplight. And famous supermarket Dickerson, a driver was parked contrary to traffic. And when the driver wanted to pull out, crossing a lane, it affected the person's visibility, Ms. Carmen. Because we got to remember, when we park with the flow of traffic, our rear view mirror you are seeing what is coming behind you. So you have proper clearance, and then you can go on the road and continue. Now, parking contrary to traffic. If you look at your mirror, you can't see anything that comes behind you. So vehicles will come in front of you. And if there is a vehicle parked in front of you, you would not see that incoming vehicle. So it affects visibility, Ms. Carmen. And not only for incoming drivers, we have bicycles that are coming, we have pedestrians that are coming, and if there is a truck or a big vehicle in front of you, it will affect your visibility. It will impede you from seeing what is coming up ahead. So it puts you at risk. It puts everyone at risk, pedestrians, bicycle riders, anyone that uses the road, Ms. Carmen. Right. So it's actually 2 offenses. You drove contrary to traffic for you to have parked contrary to traffic. Driving contrary to traffic is also a ticketable offense. It's a $50 fine. Parking contrary to traffic, right? So we established that we're going to enforce this rule, Ms. Carmen. We're going to enforce this rule because we saw the need for it to be enforced. By doing some sort of data collecting within ourselves as traffic field officers, we have realized that a number of accidents have happened and have occurred because of that parking contrary to traffic, either by the way of the driver crossing someone's lane or by the way of the driver coming out to get on his lane. Because for you to go back on your lane, that's on the right hand side of the road, you would have to cross someone else's lane. Now when an accident happens, we have disputes. No one wants to take fault.
Exactly.
Right? So the one that's at fault is the one parking contrary to traffic, for the same reason that he or she is crossing someone's lane. And although you put your signal indicating that you're turning, right, you are still crossing someone's lane. And if a vehicle is in front of you, it will affect your visibility. Now people may ask, like, por había otro vehículo igual que yo? Yes, it was just like your one, but it wasn't parked contrary to traffic. It was parked with the flow of traffic. So we have persons that go to the office and may want to dispute this, right? So just for clearance to that, Ms. Kame, apart from it being a ticketable offense, it's a traffic violation that is in, right? I repeat again, regulation 114, section 1A. He or she shall at all times keep the vehicle on the right side of the road unless prevented by sufficient cause, right? So by sufficient cause, let's not confuse that. By sufficient cause meaning road works. Any traffic accident, you may be driving and you see a scene, you will be redirected and you will be rerouted so you can not hamper with that accident scene, right? So by that, or any parades, September is coming, Ms. Kame, we'll have a lot of redirection of traffic.
Right.
So parades, we have events, we have funeral escorts. So these are sufficient cause, right, for you to travel contrary to traffic because you are being directed or indicated by a law enforcement officer, be it us, be it the police department, or the National Transport Department, Ms. Kame, right? So apart from that, Ms. Kame, there shouldn't be any sufficient cause. Also, like I mentioned, Ms. Kame, the risk that it puts everyone out there, it puts you as the driver at fault to begin with. And by that, you are putting others at risk. Right. By you being at fault, you're putting others at risk, Ms. Carmen.
And what's the fine that we're looking at?
Fine is not so big, Ms. Carmen.
I think that's the problem.
It's a $50 fine.
I think that is the problem because from what I'm getting, it is a problem. A lot of us commit that infraction. And we get away with it. Now, my next question is, when it comes to our municipal transport officers, how vigorous are we to ensuring that we enforce this law? Do we give a warning? Is there a law where we say, okay, this person has committed this infraction, we've given him a warning or given her a warning, he or she is committing it again, so it's time to get a ticket. How does that work out?
Ms. Carmen, when it comes to any rules and regulations that are there before I even joined this department, these are there a long time ago, Ms. Carmen. So for us to say that we are just, we are just making up this rule that it existed long before we were driving, Ms. Carmen, this is from the persons who taught us how to drive. This is in your written and driving test, Ms. Carmen. So anyone that's a holder of a driver's license should know this. When we began to enforce this, Ms. Kami, we sensitize the public, when the officers would approach them, ma'am, sir, you're parking contrary to traffic and it affects in this way or in that way. And some of them would listen, some of them would. Yo estoy haciendo eso a tiempos y nadie me ha dicho nada y yo no voy a, we have that. So what we do after that, we go and we enforce, Ms. Kami. Yes, the officers did their due diligence by informing. Many of times we may reach at any establishment, for example, Progress Street, right? We would have that problem on Progress Street. We do not have that problem on a one-way street because, well, it's a one-way street, right? But what the officers do, they do their due diligence by looking around for the drivers. We do that. You would see officers beside a vehicle and looking around. Hey, who's the driver? Because if we can find the driver, Ms. Kami, we educate the driver and we ask them to move, unless we do not have compliance with them. Because we have drivers, a mí no me importa, escribo el boleto. Okay, so we also have that as well out there. But the officers do their due diligence. They are trained. Right now, with the schools being closed, we have the time whereby we, on a weekly basis, we try and meet at the People's Stadium. We try and do accident scenes, crash, what we should do when we reach there, and we practice. We take this opportunity that the school is closed to practice, to be refreshed, to go through the rules and regulations, to share experience within each other as traffic, whereby if one of the colleagues had an experience where someone may have challenged that offense that he or she has been ticketed with, we try and see how best we can move with the regulations, the sections, and the chapter of the law. So anything that we do out there, Ms. Kami, is umbrellaed by the law, chapter 192. Again, the officers can only do much. We cannot stay there and wait until the driver to reach half an hour, 1 hour, or an hour. So what the officers does is we get the information from the vehicle. We have a system whereby we send information to our records officer, and he or she that's working at record would send us back the information as to who is the registered owner and stuff like that. So when we issue the ticket, we have that information on the ticket. So it's not a spoiled ticket. It's a ticket that is valid and it will stand if being challenged, Ms. Kami.
All right. I'm going to take a quick break, 30 minutes after 8 o'clock. And then when we come back, we will learn, of course, how that artificial intelligence created by Vistro is going to assist you and the town council when it comes to learning more about your traffic rules and regulations, about ticketable offenses, etc., etc. We'll be right back with more of Despierta Belice.
When we were elected in 2021, we were determined to work hard for the benefit of the people. In just 2.5 years, we have accomplished a lot. Amongst many of our accomplishments, we are proud to say that we have acquired the most vehicles and machinery ever acquired by any council in just a short time. Under the leadership of Mayor Ladrick Shepherd, your Orange Walk Town Council has acquired a grader, a backhoe, a garbage compactor truck, a water truck, 2 brand new utility Kias, and a brand new patrol pickup for the traffic department. With this equipment, we're able to do a lot more. We remain committed to continue working together because only together progress continues.
I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was real. Something that they can see and touch.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist. We created an ecological disaster.
Ellie Sattler.
Alan Grant.
You didn't come out all this way just to catch up now, did you?
You coming or what?
That's another plane, right?
Not exactly.
Don't move.
If you're lucky, no matter what life hands you, you can always count on your closest friends to be there.
Oh, thank you. My purse was exhausted.
We are all blissfully unaware when our lives are about to change.
Life is full of surprises.
I'm ready to lose my virginity.
Excuse me?
I got the list. What list?
There's a whole brouhaha at school about this MILF list.
For real?
Our lunchtime fodder is not usually this lowbrow, I swear.
Really? Who have you been eating with?
It's a big step up for Che and me.
I've been having exit out of grief sex. It's just sex.
The world has changed since you've been out there. Men have feelings too.
Life's too short not to try something new.
And just like that, I realized some things are better left in the past. But maybe not everything.
Some moments are worth the journey. We'll help get the most out of every mile. Chase down your passion. Never halfway. Hankook Tire.
You're up against some tough challenges. But not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now. Introducing Ridgeline lubricants. A homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline lubricants. Long live your equipment.
Stay hydrated, stay healthy. 100% natural juice. No added sugars, no preservatives. Big H, the juice of Belize.
Sign up for Smart's Share Plan and save big. Whether you're a small entrepreneur starting up your business, a student on a limited budget, or a family trying to save, this is the plan for you. With unlimited SMS, calls, and data, we help you save. Get up to 5 lines for as low as $30 per line monthly, only with Smart. Sign up today at any Smart showroom or sales manager countrywide. So get your business going, share more memories with friends, and be ready for the day with Smart.
We're back with more of Despierta Belice, La Cultura Norteña, 40 minutes after 8 o'clock. And we continue our conversation for this segment. We're going to be talking to Aziel Kuhi, who is developer and owner at Vistro. And of course, he has developed an AI service, artificial intelligence service for the municipal transport department. So let's get into it. Let's talk about that new service available now, Aziel, of course, that has been developed by Vistro.
Good morning, everyone. So our AI service, we call her Edith, and what Edith is she's a software that has been built to understand conversation. She's been fed a lot of data, text data, and she has learned to understand emotions, context, to better provide a better service. At Vistro, we have been using our AI service because we work in many locations and there's a lot of queries every day on WhatsApp, on Messenger, and so there's only so much we can do to provide a quality service. And so we built Edith to help us conversate with customers. So what you can see, Edith, is like a virtual assistant. And so you can ask her a question and she has access to company information and she provides support. She operates with over 150 languages. So if someone were to make a question to Edith in Spanish, she's going to respond in Spanish, Mandarin, other languages. She's able and very fluent. So to our AI, the way it works is language is just another metric of measurement. Just as math is 2 plus 2, English has a specific structure, language has a specific structure, and she uses that to understand a conversation. And so we have been working with the town council and the traffic department for them to utilize Edith to provide that support. The same technology that she has that helps us operate our company, she's helping now to operate the town council. So at the moment, she has been fed with data, a bit of traffic data, and so you can message the town council's Facebook page or website and ask her questions about how much to renew, how long can you renew, can I get a ticket for this? And she will explain to you and walk you through the process of why that is. So she's been helping the town council with answering general questions, booking services. She's been helping other companies as well to streamline their workflow.
Right. So what we do, we go to the town council website and we type out our question, and then we get a voice message or we get a typewritten message also.
You get a typewritten message.
Okay.
So she would respond as one of the clients of the town council. So you can message and then make a follow-up question to that existing query you had, and she can explain it to you in various steps. So in this example, she has someone asked about their ticket, and she explained that yes, you can get a ticket for parking on the sidewalk, and explains the whole process of why that might happen and the cost that they are looking at.
Now we know that Edith is just observing all the information when it comes to the transport department. So day by day, you go adding more information to her for her to be able to respond to clients. So if you go on today and you probably ask a question and she does not respond, it's because we need to keep her feeding documentation of the transport department, right?
Yes, so one of her pillars is that she uses machine learning. So every time someone asks a question and she can't get it right, or she studies what her response was, she teaches herself as well on the best ways and how to improve herself. So the more data she has over time and she goes teaching herself, the better she goes improving. There's many times that we've seen for other companies that they make a request and she has learned how to do that request, and then she can move forward with that.
All right, so it's quite interesting. Officer, how do you see this assisting the transport department and also officers? Because then if I get a ticket, I can actually go on the website of the transport department and ask that question. I got a ticket for XYZ. Was it right? Should I have gotten a ticket? Is it against the law? And you get information right there and then.
Well, Miss Carmen, it sounds to me like Edith's gonna take over my job. Okay, Edith. So that was a name that. What does Edith stand for? Maybe you can share what does Edith stand for.
Edith stands for even in death, I am the hero. We had built this existing software for our drone mapping that we had built, and so instead of just leaving it there, we decided how can this help us? The ability to learn from itself.
Right. So it's already being utilized?
Yes, we have. Yes, those are actual questions.
Okay.
She works, again, right now, if you're messaging with Visha, you're more likely messaging with Edith, and people don't know the difference, no? But that's because of how good she is to provide support. She is right now working with Centaur as well to provide you with your account information. You can ask to make an appointment to pay, and she's going to schedule that appointment for you. And she's helping a lot of other companies across the country that need to sort of streamline their workflow, no?
Right, but what we're looking at there, if we go back to the previous message that we just read, that practically has nothing to do with the transport department. This question here actually involves the town council itself, because it's talking about the school bags that are being given out at this point in time. So it can actually answer questions that have nothing to do with the transport department.
Yes, because she's been fed a lot of text data. So she's essentially, it's running on the town council's page. So basically she's like a agent for them,
Right.
A customer service agent. And so she's explaining whatever they need. Her job is to find how to best help the customer. And so she has a lot of information about traffic data. So, but in this case, they just want to know about the back to school.
Right, and that was the reason, because then maybe other people want to go there and ask about their trade license fees, their how they can go about getting a liquor license and all of that. So can we do so also?
Yes, so you can ask her that you're registering for a trade license or that you want to renew, and she'll explain that for you. One of the things that makes Edith very unique and what we've really been excited to accomplish is that her ability to explain complex information. So sometimes reading the ticket, sometimes I don't know what an R1 and so means, or I might not be experienced with the language and the words. And Edith, someone can Edith can take the time to explain it simpler and how it means. And one of the things is that you can throw scenarios to Edith, and she will analyze what you're saying and tell you, you know what? Yes.
So, so Ms. Carmen, I would encourage people to use the
Yes.
app. Many of times I have been driving around and people will stop me. Hey, Mr. Hill, I got my ticket for this, or how much for license my truck? You know, so now we have this now. You know, we have
Right.
technology now.
It makes life easier.
Yes, it makes life easier. For information purposes, it's good because many people who would like to know something, but you know, I go all the way to the council just for ask one question. You know, so we have this it's an app, no? Well, it on the town council page. So, for example, the same regulation here, Ms. Kame, you know, are 114, section 1A, parking contrary to traffic. If any of you may have any doubt, what is being fed to Edith is also under chapter 192, the laws of Belize pertaining traffic. So, any questions you guys may want to ask, you know, these guys are, well, for the older folks, I know they would rather go to the office and ask, but people who have access to the town council page, I would encourage them to use it for traffic information, you know, traffic information as well. For the most part, all our rules and regulations are fed to Edith. So basically, you can, if you want to know how much to license, let's say a 40.50 for 3 months, well, you can now type that in and they will respond to you the price and all the rundown when it comes to that specific vehicle.
Right.
So,
right.
Mr. Well, the one here has showed me how it works,
Right.
and it is amazing for me. I was impressed when I saw it. I was actually, you know, to see how accurate it is,
Right.
you know. So it is something that will help us when it comes to educating and to feeding information out there.
And that's what I was getting at, accuracy, because then if we ask a question to Edith and then she gives us information, then we go to the traffic officer and he gives us something different.
I have
then we
personally-
can actually get into some trouble there
Yeah, we
when
can.
it comes to court cases, you
Yes.
know.
Well, we're going to have to take Edith to court.
But that's why, as Yael is saying, you know, all the information that Edith observes actually comes from
Yes.
the rule book of the transport
I
department.
have personally challenged it. I have asked a couple questions and
Okay.
I was impressed. I still have a couple more questions actually. So when I leave here, me and Edith are going to take a drive and I will ask a couple
Right,
questions
you want to make sure.
for the same reason, Ms. Khan. But I have personally tested it.
Right.
And based on my 10 years experience, I'm being satisfied
It's
with the
up to
answer.
par.
Yep, it is. It is very accurate.
That's why it has a female name, Edwin.
Oh
And that's why we chose a female.
That's why they
Edith.
chose a female name,
Good.
Edith, because
Good.
they can actually, you know, observe more information.
Well, then, you know, when they're ready to take out the details and
Exactly, we're more
figure out
detailed.
Wow, well, I'm speechless now. With Edith. Why you didn't find an explanation?
No, but it's really, and I think this falls under the mandate of Plan Belize also when it comes to e-governance. You know, pretty soon we're going to be seeing that all departments, you know, start utilizing these types of softwares, you know, where it's easier for you to download an application, ask questions, get a response. You might think that there's somebody there behind a computer actually typing out, the information pertaining the questions that you're asking, but it's a software that we're looking at. We're advancing with technology, and that falls under Plan Belize when it comes to e-governance. So it's quite interesting. Remember that you can put Edith to the test too. You can visit the town council's website or the transport department's website, and ask your questions that you might have. Anything else we would like to add when it comes to parking?
Yes,
when it
Ms.
comes to
Carmen.
ticketable offenses?
Yes, one of the enforcement also that is not really challenging, you know, but people are not quite understanding it, I would say. When you park on the sidewalk, Ms. Camu, we still have that issue. Church Street is a main issue. School is off right now. So drivers would want to tend to park on Church Street. That's by La Immaculada. Nothing is wrong with parking on Church Street, Ms. Carmen. But they park on the sidewalks. And people would say, you know what, no school, them picking no the under school, but it's still an offense. We have people that access that area to go at maybe the back area, like Louisiana area, the Palmer area. So people do walk on these streets, and not because the school is not active. That gives us the right to park there, Miss Carmen. Someone challenged the ticket buys. Well, a couple persons have already mentioned it to me that that's not a sidewalk; it's a drain. It is built and designed by our operations officer at the town council for the two reasons. It's an inverted sidewalk, right? We all know when it rains, the water from Church Street goes all the way down to the river. So it is designed in such a way that it is a sidewalk, at the same time it is inverted, right? Where it has a slight little slope whereby the water can drain. When the rain is heavy, Ms. Carmen, it assists a lot in the water flowing all the way to the river. So we have a couple persons that go to the office and say, hey, but that's a drain, that's not a sidewalk. It is a sidewalk, and you will get ticketed for it if parked there. Another issue that I have been seeing in the Market Lane area, we know everyone accesses the banks and different shopping areas. Huge vehicles. Vehicles are parked diagonally in the bank. We must use this question. If I have a big truck and I know if by parking such a way my tail would be out covering half of the road, it is obstructing the free flow of traffic. And then you would say, like, but I'm parked like the rest of vehicle. But let's be more considerate of other drivers. We cannot obstruct the traffic like that. We need to find a better way to park for those large vehicles parking diagonally by the bank. Some of them would want to do it by amparos. If your vehicle is a big vehicle, that would impede other vehicles to flow properly when it comes to traffic, right? We have been achieving a lot when it comes to the parking control to traffic, Ms. Carmen. If you take a drive on Proware Street, you would barely see any vehicle park contrary to traffic. You would see everyone on the right-hand side of the road on both sides. So we are doing a good job with that, I must mention. Commend the officers that have been facing drivers out there. Some of them complying, some of them are not complying. So I would like to congratulate again the traffic officers, the females that are doing a very good job. They are doing a very good job when it comes to meeting the standards of professionalism out there. I must give them kudos to that. But still, we have drivers parking on the sidewalks. We have huge delivery trucks that, they go to Friendship to deliver. They go to different establishments alongside Queen Victoria Avenue. Now our sidewalks are built with some grills. These grills are not built to withstand the weight of any truck or any vehicles. These are built for pedestrians only. So let's always remember that by parking on the sidewalks or on the grill, you are putting excess weight that is not, it doesn't have the capacity to withhold that of a truck. Worse if it's loaded, Ms. Carmen. So that costs the council time, effort, and money again to go ahead and repairing these things. We have repaired about 14 of these grills that have been damaged by vehicles parking on the sidewalk. So when you see the officers are ticketing you for these offenses, do not say that the officers are chancing you or they're taking advantage of you. They're simply there to enforce traffic rules, regulations, and mostly for pedestrians, Ms. Carmen. I've seen vehicles parked on the sidewalks whereby when the pedestrians are walking, the pedestrians are forced to walk on the street, and the sidewalk is built and designed for them, Ms. Carmen, specifically for them to be safe. That is their safe zone. And pedestrian does not include young people like us, We have the young, we have toddlers walking on the pedestrian, we have the elderly walking with their little cane sticks, forced to go on the road because some driver wanted to park on the sidewalk because it's simply easier for them to access where they want to go and buy, they want to go and deliver. So I would just say that, let's be more considerate.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm on a vehicle, I have all the comfort and luxury of driving a vehicle. Let me not park on the sidewalk. And sadly, we have some drivers, even before they park on the sidewalk, they wait for the pedestrian to cross so they can go on top of the sidewalk. And that is something, it's a bad habitual practice that we are doing our best by letting it stop, by enforcing, Ms. Carmen, by issuing tickets. Some of these guys go and pay their ticket and they go right again and do it.
Exactly.
So The problem is minimal now, but it's still there, Miss Carmen. Especially with big vehicles, I've seen it, Miss Carmen. So it's easy. It's like about what 3 feet. You know, you can park on the road by not. There's even all our roads are mostly demarcated by white lines, so it's easy for us to see where we can park. We have these lines to guide us as to where we can park, right?
And there are traffic signs everywhere.
There are traffic signs all around, and we still have more that we're gonna put up. We're gonna get these signs gazetted, and then we put them up. So every time we put up a sign, we go ahead to a gazette, whereby we get the permission. Because if we issue any ticket with a sign that's not gazetted, then we're in trouble. So the council goes a long way by getting these signs gazetted. So when it's there, we are going to enforce, Ms. Carmen, right?
All right.
So with that said, Ms. Carmen, that would be my message to everyone out there, you know, to be considerate to other drivers out there and pedestrians for the most part, Ms. Carmen.
All right. Ziel, anything else you would like to add before we finalize this morning?
That we're excited to see what our system will be and how it will be benefiting. We also wanted to mention that the same software that we have is now available for other companies who might be interested in utilizing its capabilities both for in-house and for customers. So we're excited to start to work with the traffic department and the town council. Especially we're visitors from Orange Rock, so we're really excited that now Orange Rock has embraced it, and we're part of trying to digitalize a lot of workflow.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank you both. Go ahead.
Yes, Ms. Carmen, one more thing. We have another issue that was brought up to me. Just to me to do it quickly. The silent zones, hospitals. Guys, let's remember, let's not, apart from it being illegal, right? Let's have some sort of consideration. When someone is sick, they go to the hospital to get bed rest, to get medication. Babies are born at the hospital. We have the elderly at the hospital. Let's not forget to have our respect. Some of us may have loved ones there. Excessive noise around hospitals, right? I've seen it. I've gotten reports of it happening, not only in our Northern Regional Hospital, Ms. Cam, we also have private clinics. So a reminder to all drivers out there, we have drivers putting exhaust in their vehicles. I was at Medical Plaza yesterday, and it was so sad to see that, you know, people are sick at this place, Ms. Carmen. We have vehicles driving with excessive noise around these areas. Not only the hospital, we have the Sugar City Clinic, we have Northern Medical. We have other clinics that, you know, are not big, but at the same time, they provide service to the sick. And let's not, because if it was our loved one in there, Ms. Carmen, we would like everyone to have that respect. That, you know what, they're ill, they're sick, they need to rest. So just that, Ms. Carmen, would like to remind drivers out there, apart from it being a ticketable offense and a violation, for you to make excessive noise on a silent zone, let's be considerate. Let's be considerate and think about the elderly, the young, the newborn, and the ill, Ms. Carmen. I would like to end my part with that.
All right. Well, I want to thank you both for joining us this morning on Orange Rock. So we hope that you go to the Orange Rock Town Council website and, of course, ask your questions there to edit the new software that it's available. So thank you so much for joining us. Y así vamos llegando al final del programa. Si Dios lo permite, estaremos nuevamente con ustedes el lunes para otro segmento de Despierta Belice, la cultura norteña. Como siempre ha sido un gusto y un placer. Que pase feliz fin de semana. Recuerde todo con medida, nada con exceso. Cuídese mucho y que Dios nos bendiga. Hasta el lunes, si Él lo permite.